Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Tuesday Craft Day. Well, I'm upstairs again today. I have one more project I'd like to do for the kitchen. As you know, you saw me do the lantern and the little bird that's sitting and lounging in the sun chair. And I also have my three-tiered tray, and they're all decorated. But they're basically, with the exception of the little bird, which is small, all on one side of the room. And I just kind of wanted to bring a little of that same theme to the other side of the room. However, I don't want to do a big decoration of the kitchen. I do that at Christmas time when all my white cabinets have big red bows on them. But right now, I just wanted to bring a little something something. So I thought I would bring out some more. I just have a few more reds and yellows of my flowers, and that's the theme that I had going here. And so I thought I'd bring out a few more reds and yellows of flowers and see if I couldn't put together a little bouquet and get it arranged for the other side of the kitchen. So that's what my plan is for today. We'll see how it works. But before I get started, I wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, I want to thank everyone so much for your wonderful and kind words for our 57th wedding anniversary. We are blessed to have so many years together, and hopefully we'll have more, many more. But I do want to thank you all for your kind remarks and happy anniversary wishes. We had a good day. We did our celebrating basically on Saturday instead of Sunday because Bob plays golf on Sunday, and anniversary or not, I don't think it was necessary for him to miss his golf game. And so we celebrated on Saturday with a nice lunch, and it was delicious. And the other thing I wanted to tell you is, before everybody says what happened to you, I have a Band-Aid on my neck. I don't know if you can see it here. Yeah, we can. And it's absolutely nothing special. I went back for my skin appointment yesterday from the treatment I had been doing on my face, and they said my face was wonderful and no problems and no need for any more treatment. But at the same time, I asked them if they could remove this large, I guess you'd call it a skin tag. It's not really a mole, it was a skin tag, but it was big and ugly, and I've had it there for years. So they did, and I have a Band-Aid on it now, and it'll take a few days or a week or so to heal, and then we'll get rid of it all. But in the meantime, that's all it is. It's actually something I requested, and I'm going to enjoy not having that big old thing hanging on my neck. I have a lot of skin tags, but that one was uglier than the others. So anyway, now I'm going to take you down to the table, and we're going to get busy putting together a little floral arrangement and see if we can't make something to color the other side of the kitchen. I'm thinking right above my bar. Let me just bring you around if I can without making you dizzy. And see if you can see it. Yes, it's actually right about there. If you see that corner, it's kind of just empty. So I'm going to try to bring on the green. I think the red and yellow would look pretty. So I'm going to try to get something to go over there on that little corner. So I will be back in just a minute. We'll bring you down to the table, and we'll get busy making a floral arrangement for my wall. Back in a bit. Okay, here we are down at the table, and I have found some red and yellow flowers. I love this, and I'm not sure what it was called. Do I have a little... Oh, it was called Bittersweet. Isn't that pretty? And it actually is yellow with red berries in the middle. It's perfect. And then I have the rest of a geranium bush. I love geraniums. And of course, from being up north, that's what we would be having in the spring and the summer. They're very hardy. So I've got those two. So I'm going to try first to put these two together. And I was going to put the yellow under the geranium, but the geranium bush is so bushy, it doesn't really show the yellow up. So let's see what we can do here. Now, let's see. Let's try it this other way too. You know, I'm going to move you up just a little bit because I will hold this up as I'm working on it. There you go. Yeah, see, you don't really see it if I put it there. Okay. And I have a few of these. These are actually chrysanthemums, which are fall flowers, but I like them anyway. I'm going to separate these. I think I can get 3. Oh, there's 4, so no. Let's see how many I use. I think 3 is plenty. I don't want to cover up my bittersweet, but it just breaks up some of that red. Let's see, what else do we have? We have some of these little things, but I don't know if I've got a long enough stem on these. Maybe right in the front. Oh, that's pretty. How's that? So what I'm going to do is take a zip tie and tie these together. And we have a pretty bouquet. And now that they're tied, you can still maneuver them around a little bit. Pretty. But how am I going to hang this on the wall? And it is in the kitchen, you know, so what could I use? I like to get this one over a little bit. There we go. So what could I use? Well, I'm going to use a cooling rack. I have a nice big black cooling rack, and I'm going to put it with the leg sides out because it will lay flat against the wall. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn this upside down. Okay, now let me bring you back down. Just like that. And then I'm going to take 1 or 2 more zip ties. And we're going to go around the cooling rack up here. and around the flowers. So, and what's nice about this is that when it gets to be fall, just cut the zip ties. And if you want to keep doing something like this, change the flowers up. I'm going to put 2, just to be a little bit more secure. Isn't that pretty? Now, you remember I said the other day, let's not reinvent the wheel. If you have ribbons and bows, well, I have this bow. And if isn't this perfect? Look at this. It's a little squished right now, but we're going to fix that. This was on a lantern in the kitchen, and it's red and yellow and black. It's a little ladybug bow, but it's a really cute bow. And like I said, I'm not going to throw them away when I take them off and change out my style. They just have to be refluffed. So we're going to refluff this. And it has the red flowers and the yellow ribbons. I mean, how perfect. Isn't that pretty? Now it has these ties on it, because that's what's on the lantern. I'm going to use them, but I may trim them when I finish, because they might be too heavy. Well, let's see. Yeah, I don't want it to be too poofy here, because I don't want it to stick out from the wall. But not to waste these pretty ribbons, I'll just bring them down and just kind of weave it through the bottom here. A little, if I can get my finger in there. And that'll just keep them flat to the frame. And that way, I don't have to cut them. That is gorgeous. Look at that. Well, I think one thing, I want to move that down just a little bit. A little bit too much stem showing. So I think I will bring it down a notch. Go with this one. There we go. Perfect. twist it a little. Just puff it up. Yeah, I like that much better. Comes right down to the floor. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at this. I mean, it's unbelievable. And how simple. How simple and how pretty. So I'm going to take it over and put it on the wall and show you what it looks like when it's hanging up there. So let me get it over there and I'll be right back. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? And it's kitchen-y because you can see the cooling rack. Let me bring you up close. I love it. It's just perfect for that little space. And it brings the colors from here and here across the floor to the bar area and the other side of the kitchen. Perfect. So how simple was that? There's other things you could use. One of those splatter screens you could use to hang something on. But it really does make a difference. Okay, hang in there. I'll be back in just a second with a few parting remarks. See you in a bit. Well, that was pretty short and sweet, but it was done in real time. And it just goes to show you, other than gathering up the supplies I was going to be using, it doesn't take long at all to create a nice little decoration for whatever room you were doing. It's just a cute little way of bringing some of that red and yellow color over to the other side of my kitchen. And I don't want to put a lot because this week is the 1st of July. And the 1st of August, I'll start decorating for fall. So I think that's plenty in the kitchen now. And when I put on my little lights at night, that will show up. So that's all I have for you today. And until I see you again on Friday, Friday we're going to be doing a Christmas in July project. I'm going to be using my Fridays in July to do Christmas in July projects, most often Christmas cards. Several with the Cricut machines and then a couple that don't require machines so that if you don't have one you can still make some. So until then, and I see you on Friday, I want everybody to stay safe, play by the rules, get your vaccine if you haven't had it yet, and everybody, after you give me a thumbs up, play nice now. I'll see you Friday. Love you. Bye-bye.